Again, good morning. Good morning again. Yeah. Y'all, yesterday, y'all, when I got off of work, I went to the gym and I did some Pilates. Uh, you would think Pilates would just be something simple, more so just, which it is more so stretching. But y'all, oh my God, I'm so sore this morning. I am so sore this morning. And I go to the gym and I work out pretty often, But it amazes me on how doing different certain type of exercises, you think you're doing something when you going to work out, but when you start moving and using those different muscles that you don't normally use, child, let me tell you, you can feel it. You can feel it. I feel like I've been in a fight this morning. That's how sore it is, but the key to it, you got to just keep doing it and doing it over and over again until your muscles get used to it. Because if you don't, it's going to be just like starting all over again. Starting back over from day one. But it was good though. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed the class. It was an hour class. It was about 6, 7 people in there, and I loved it. During the cool down session, she turned the lights out, and it was so relaxing. It was so relaxing. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to try to go back again. I think she has it on Tuesday. She has those classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm going to try to catch it. Because usually the lady that I went to, she have like body pump class. She has body pump class, and I usually try her body pump class. But yesterday I went to her Pilates, and talking about a workout. I'm sore, but I guess eventually it'll pay off in the end. Because I am definitely going to try to come back again. But I was just chatting in with y'all this morning. I'm on my way going to an early meeting. So I just wanted to tap in and say good morning. Say good morning to everybody. I hope everybody's having a good morning. And I was yesterday on Trump, y'all. It was too funny. It was too funny. The way he was going in on Trump. It was funny. He was so funny. I was like, yeah. And at this point, now that he's back and he knows that, the show actually need him. The ratings dropped tremendously when he was out. And now that they see that they need Jimmy Kimmel, his freedom of speech is going to be off the chart right now. I don't think he's not going to be disrespectful, but he's going to say what's on his mind, and I don't blame him, because taking him off that show, taking him off the air, to me, freedom of speech only applies to the things that we want to hear. The things that you don't want to hear, or it's something that's going against who you like, it's a problem. It's a problem. We can't. We live in a world of hypocrites. It's a lot of hypocritic people in this world. Everyone thinks that, I don't know if you all heard, and that's a true statement. People feel as though if a situation happens with someone that you like is okay. But when it goes and happens to someone else, it could be the very same situation, it's the very same thing, and you're going to point the finger as it being wrong. And I just think that's crazy. We can't be hypocrites. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You can't pick and choose which one you want to be right and which one you want to be wrong. You want to be wrong. You got to keep it real. And that's why a lot of things happen, a lot of situations in this world, it don't get fixed because of stuff like that. Because everybody pick and choose sides, you know. And that's with everything, you know. Sometimes it's best to just keep it real, keep it down the middle, regardless to how someone's gonna feel about it. You know, you got friends. You have two different type of friends that may have two different point of views, and they may be going head to head about something. Sometimes, either if you're not going to keep it real and be honest about the situation, it's best to just stay out of it. It's just best to stay out of it. But a lot of time, you know, we're in this world now where we feel like we always gotta, you know, stick our nose in everybody's business and give our opinion about things, when you're really not giving an opinion. You're just choosing and picking a side of who you like. And that's the problem that we have in this society now, you know. Yeah. Good morning, Uncle Al. Good morning. That's the problem, you know. We gotta keep it real when it comes to certain situations. I feel as though if everybody just be honest about their opinion when you have one, things won't backfire. Things won't backfire on you later on. You won't have things that will backfire on you. And that's the problem. That's the problem, is when you don't keep it honest and you switch up because of who you like at the time. People don't forget what you said in the past. People are not going to forget what you say in the past. So if you keep it honest and you keep it real, regardless of how somebody feels, you're safe. You'll be safe if you do that. But yeah, okay, I'm just kicking it a little bit while I'm on my way going to my destination, and I just got on mine right quick. So, are you having a good morning? I guess you're probably heading to work yourself. I'm sure a lot of people probably either at work or just probably still asleep. A lot of people probably been up all night online or something, so I get it. I'm not looking for a lot of people to be in here. Working now. Why don't you go live when you're at work? I see a lot of people do that. Why don't you do that? I'm sorry, y'all, got sinuses so bad. Excuse me. Yeah, I see a lot of people go live while they're at work or doing, you know, I see a lot of people, cosmetologists, working while they're doing hair, and they get a lot of views and feedback. Oh, you got to make frequent stops. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I can't do it at my job either. I got a federal job, so I gotta, you know, I gotta be mindful how I do things there. So I can't do that there, but I don't know, once I start. Hey Tamika, good morning. Good morning. I think once I start, I've had one showing so far, open house so far, since I started with the real estate on the side. You know, I'm still getting a little still getting accustomed to it on how to do things. And once I get to where I feel like I'm more at perfection with it, then I may, do some lives when I have like some open house or something, because you got to be careful with that too, because there's a lot of restrictions when you come to that also. So with that, you got to be careful with too. But I'm definitely gonna try to start doing more stuff. Even when I start like, I don't necessarily want to do like cooking shows, but I just want to go live, while I'm cooking and just have a conversation, something like that. Because it's hard. It'll be hard to try to do an actual cooking show while you're live, because there's so much steps that you have to do. So it's either better doing a premiere or either doing an upload with it. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you. So yeah, I try to do so. I have a couple videos actually that I have now that I haven't even uploaded yet, because it takes a lot of time to edit those videos and take stuff out, and it's a whole lot, and I haven't really had enough time to do it. So once I do it, then I will upload. But I did post a picture of something I did over the weekend. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to clip it up and upload it. Yeah, you know what? I thought about clipping it up. I just thought about uploading the whole thing. So yeah, that's a good idea too. Just clip it up in pieces. That's what you mean? Like clip it up in pieces. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Because I do notice, like, a lot of people like food. A lot of people like food. A lot of my shorts that I put out, sometimes I put it out and don't even remember about it. Then when I come back to the shorts, I have like 15 to 20 like new subscribers just off of the shorts. And I was like, wow. I was amazed on how much people enjoy just watching food videos, which I always like to watch food videos because I like different ideas. I like looking at different ideas on how different people do different things. Of course, one thing about cooking, everybody pretty much cook the same way. Some people just might add a little more of this, a little more of that, a little less of this, or less. But most of everybody's ingredients for any and everything is the same thing. What I notice, But us, we black folks, we're gonna try to add some extra stuff to make things different. And that's just something that we were taught. That's something that we've always been taught coming up. So, but yeah. Tamika, I seen your I was looking on your page, girl. Tamika, you are a beautiful woman, child. You look good. I don't know how old you are, but you look real nice. You look good. I was just telling them on the live stream the other day, one thing about black folks, we age pretty well. unless of course you have a rough upbringing. Sometimes that'll detour some people's aging. So growing up a little bit too fast. You 52? Okay, girl. Well, we're the same age. We're actually the same age. Yeah, we're the same age. 70 babies. 70 babies. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have a channel, Tamika, where you go live? Okay, oh, you said we're youngins. Well, I'm gonna ask Uncle Al, how old are you? If we're youngins, how old are you? Which I don't feel as though 50 is old. To be honest, you know, I know some people that's in their 60s, 70s, and y'all, the older people that I see at the gym, I'm amazed. I'm like, you know, when I get older, or when I get those people age, I would love to be in the shape that they're in. These, you know, people, they look like they're about in their 70s and they still in there working out, running on the treadmill. It make me shame. I'm like, I'm trying to run and I'm getting out of breath, and this old man he's just running like ain't nothing to it. And he looked like he's close to 70 something, 80 years old. But I guess that's something that he's been accustomed doing all his life, so he's used to it. You said you're just trying to get your life started? Yeah. I'll tell you, all my kids are grown. I don't know how you feel about it, Tamika, but you know, when you're raising children, it's all about your kids at the time. You kind of neglect and put yourself on the back burner for a lot of situations, a lot of things that you had to turn down that you couldn't do when you was raising your children. Now that your kids are grown, their own thing, yeah, it's really time. It's time to live your life. It's time to live your life. It's time to travel and do the things that you really couldn't do when you were raising your kids when they were younger. And you could do certain things, you know, with the children. Not saying that you can't travel with your kids. You can still travel with children. Yeah, actually my daughter just turned 29 also, and I got two grands too. She has a son, and my oldest son has a daughter. So yeah, I enjoy being with them. They don't live in the same city where I live, so I don't get to see them as much as I would like to see them. I have to visit them, or when they come home. But you said you hate to fly. You never flew on a plane before, Tamika? We were talking about that yesterday, matter of fact. Because 27 was in here, and 27 was talking about she was afraid to go on the cruise because she didn't want to get on the boat. I told 27, I said, once you get on that boat and you get a couple of drinks in you, you won't feel like you walking on land. You're not about it. Oh, you did it once. Well, my first time flying was after 9/11, and that was scary because I never flew before, and after having that happen, and I think I flew to Las Vegas, and I was scared. I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. I was scared. I really was scared because at the time you didn't know. You know, you feel like the country is being attacked, so you don't know who's on the plane with you. I'm looking around all paranoid and nervous, and you know, yeah, it was very nauseous feeling being on that plane like that. But I did it after that. Though. I did it after that. It wasn't too bad. I do it. Now next summer is going to be a challenge for me because me and my friend, my niece, I have a niece that's in the military and she lives in Spain, and we're supposed to go to Spain next summer. Next summer we're supposed to fly to Spain and spend some time with her and her husband, and you know that's a long flight, so that will probably be the longest I've ever been on one. So that's going to be a little challenging for me, flying to Spain like that. But you know, I'm looking forward to going. I am looking forward to going. Uncle L, I saw your question earlier. You said, how do you deal with the empty nest syndrome? It's hard at first. For me, it was hard at first. Because, you know, each of my kids, all my kids, they're like 2 years apart. So when one went off, I still had the other two there. So it really, I really felt it when my daughter left, because she's the last one. And my house, that's when my house was like empty. And for the first couple months, it was hard. I felt sad. I felt sad because, like I said, I'm so used to having them in the house. I'm so used to having them in the house, and the house is quiet. Now it makes you understand why people say when someone leaves out the house and nobody is there, it takes life out of the house, and that's true. Because when you don't have your kids there, it feels empty. It feels empty. But after that couple of weeks, once I kind of got a routine, you know, going to work and start doing things with my friend, you know, hanging out with some of my friends and being with my friend, it got better. It got better. You know, now I love it. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I love it now. I love when my kids come home to visit. I do love when they come home to visit, but I love my quiet time. Especially with the hours that I have to work. You know, most of the time I'm not even home, to be honest. So most of the time I'm not even home. I'm mostly home maybe on the weekends. But during the weekday, I'm like gone most all day. So it doesn't bother me now. But it was definitely hard in the beginning. But I think it feels more for someone that only has one child, having one child, and then that one child leave at, you know, in the beginning. It's harder for them because most people, that's who they have. They spend most of their time with. That one child become their best friend sometimes. Oh yeah, them grandkids definitely take the place now. I love spending time with my grandbabies. My son and my granddaughter was here over the weekend, and they was at my house. I love spending time with them. It's so funny. Like some of my classmates, they don't have grands yet. So it's funny when I say about my grandkids, and they're like, I can't believe you got grands, and I don't even have children yet. I'm like, well, hey, y'all want to wait? That's on y'all. Because I had all my kids, they were close together, so they grew up together and they were out the way at the same time. Right. Good morning. Keep the change. Oh, Tamika, yes. Thank God. I don't know what I would do if we didn't have that. I'd probably be miserable. Not having FaceTime. I would probably be miserable. Not being able to see them at all until they come here. Oh, let me tell you, that would have been rough. But I love having FaceTime and all these other, access to Zoom in and anything just to be able to see them. I love that. I love it. Why is this truck going so slow in front of me? I have to get used to it. Riding this time of morning is more frustrating to me because when I go to my other job, I have to be to work at 3:30 in the morning. So when I get up, there's like literally nobody on the road. There's nobody on the road. So I don't have to deal with no traffic. I don't have to deal with none of that stuff. But when I leave on my day off to go to this one, I got school bus, I got to stop behind and everything, and it's so annoying. It always makes me late. Uncle Al used to look at the chat full of grandparents. Uncle Al just call us the oldies but goodies crew. The oldie but goodies. You back at work? Well, I hope you enjoy your 2 days off. It's funny sometimes when you have days off, you feel like when it's time to go back to work, you asking yourself, like, what did I do these past 2 days while I was off? Because literally, you work so much, all you want to do is rest. All you want to do is rest. Like, people take the day off. And that's why when you go on vacation, if you take vacation, it's always best to take a couple of days off after your vacation. Because if you try to go on vacation and go right back to work when you come back, that's a miserable feeling. That's a miserable feeling. But there's nothing wrong with aging. You know, you got to think about it. You got kids now in this new generation. Some of these children don't even live to see 25. Some of these kids don't live to see 25 these days, or 30. So when you get to live to see 50, that's a blessing in itself. That's a blessing in itself. feel like you've lived life, because some of these children they don't get to see no part of their lives because bad decisions. They losing their life so early because of bad choices and trying to live so fast. So when you get to live to see 50, you just got to be thankful and blessed. and appreciate it. And once you, oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. But like I said though, I feel as though, you know, 50 is the new 40. 40 is the new 30. Taking it back. Because most of the time you can't even tell people's age now unless they tell you. You can't tell. It's all about how you take care of yourself. That's what it's about. Because I've never not to knock nobody that does, but I've never really drank. Like, I've never drank. The only time I would ever drink anything is if I'm like at a wedding or something, and like champagne or or wine, something to that effect. But I've never been to drink and smoke. So those are habits that I never really picked up. So sometimes, oh my God, this car almost hit me in the back, y'all. He had to pull to the side. He was not looking at where he was going, and he almost hit me in the back. Oh, I tell you, this is traffic. Oh, I tell you. It's crazy. People be in such a rush these days. Just take your time and go where you're going. At the end of the day, that's why I always say, if I'm running late, look, I'm just gonna be late. I'm sorry. If I'm running late, I'm just gonna be late. Because if I rush, have an accident, hurt myself or hurt somebody else, that job's still going on throughout the day, with or without you. So try to be on time, but things happen. And the reason why she almost ran into me, because she pulled up beside me with her phone in her hand. Sorry, y'all. What you say? But guys, I'm not gonna stay on here too much longer. I'm almost pulling up to where I need to be. So I'm about to get up off of here. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, and y'all try to be safe. Be safe out there. And I'll definitely see you guys later on the street somewhere. But thank y'all for coming through. And if you haven't, hit the like button if you would. Please do. Bye.